Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're looking at this, which is the E2 from Powertac. Compact little flashlight. It's going to give you 188 lumens of output. It runs off one AA battery. So I have used a bunch of Powertac lights over the years, and to be honest with you, I feel like this is one of the companies I don't see a lot of people talking about, and they've worked really well for me. One of their flashlights, the Warrior, I ran it over with a car, I threw it out the window, I literally shot it with a shotgun and it still works. So these guys are definitely worth checking out, I think. So over the next handful of weeks, I'm going to be looking at probably 5 or 6 different flashlights from Powertac to let you guys know about them. In my experience with them so far, they have all worked quite well, and they've stood up to some pretty aggressive use. As you can imagine, shooting it with a shotgun I would call aggressive use. So I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video, as well as in the description section if you want to see me just beat the living tar out of one of their lights. But today, again, we're going to talk about the E2 flashlight here from Powertac. So as far as your burn times, you got 188 lumens. That's going to run for a little over 3 hours, and then you have 55 lumens, and that's going to run for just about 4 hours. So I'll give you a close-up of the light to give you a sense of what it looks like. Compact, there's your clip. I mean, tiny, fits in the hand very nicely. As far as your LED, it's an XP G2 R5 white LED there. You can see it's got a little bit of an aggressive bezel. I mean, you're not going to be doing any super aggressive self-defense work with this, but it's got a little bit of a business end there. Pocket clip is removable. One of the things that's notable here is on your end pressure switch, you can see it's got like a little lip there, which when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not sure if that's helpful or not, but it gives you a sense of, I don't know, when you're using it, when you're holding like this, you can kind of feel where that is and then lock in. I don't know exactly what the physics of it are, but it does seem to help. Your 3 outputs, so you press it once and it comes on, and then you can lightly tap it and it's going to go down to the lower setting and then to your strobe. So here's the strobe warning. So high, medium, or I guess it's high, low, and strobe. High, low, and strobe. Now I first saw Powertac probably 3 or 4 years ago at Blade Show, and they had a video that was playing of a guy just beating the tar out of one of their Warrior flashlights. So I saw that video, and then I reached out to them and said, hey, if you send me one of those, I can put a video like that together, but the quality wasn't very good. I said I can up the quality of it, and so we started to build a bit of a relationship. I do find that the lights work well, as I've said. I also find that they've got some good innovations in them. For example, they've got a light that's a little bit bigger than this. It's a pen light, and it's got a rubberized section so that if you are a mechanic, say you're under a car, you're working and you need both hands, you're not biting on metal. You actually have the rubberized section to go like this and work with your hands. This is not comfortable because that's all metal, but for a slightly larger one, they have one that is rubberized. So I'll roll in the details on this light down below as far as the size of it and the weight of it. They always give the weight without the battery, I find. So I'm like, that's not super helpful because who's going to be using it without a battery? So I'll give you all those specs right here on the bottom of the screen. And with that said, that's the details. Obviously, it's an EDC compact little light. And let's head out into the night and use it. All right, test number 1 for the Powertac E2 is going to be having it on the low settings, so 55 lumens. And I'm in my kitchen, just showing you kind of what it looks like to get around the house. Here's looking off kind of into the bathroom over there, and there's the counter and such. Walk over to the living room. Take a look at this. So again, 55 lumens, absolutely easy to get around the house, no problem whatsoever. We're going to actually go to the strobe here, and then we're going to go up to the 188. So here comes strobe. Very fast strobe, definitely inside, definitely disoriented. Let's go up to the 188 here. So that's the highest setting. Let me go from the 188, which obviously gives a good amount of light. Let me drop this down to the 55. So here's 188, there's 55. I mean, there's definitely more light with the 188, but I would use either of these to kind of get around the house without, having too much blinding light going on. 188 is a bit bright to walk around inside, but the 55 definitely works. Okay, outside now, we're going to put it at the highest setting, so 188. We're going to walk down the steps here. So if I was coming out at night, I want to make sure nobody or nothing was out and about in the yard. Shining it over toward the woods, edge of the porch there. Again, 188 lumens here. Definitely putting out a good amount of light. Let's drop down to the 55. Again, the throw on this is pretty impressive for a tiny little light. There's definitely a difference between the 55 and the 188, but still I can see quite well just looking around here. Let me look over at the cars. So there's our minivan, and that's about 20 feet away, 15 feet away. I'm going to give you the strobe here again. So here comes strobe. Let's go back up. Here's 188. Walking around to the side yard. Yeah, quite impressed with the throw on this guy. We'll go down to the 55 here again. Yeah, both 188 and 55. Again, 188 definitely more lumens. You can see the difference, but the way the light is constructed and the 55 lumens, that's still pretty impressive. I can see quite well. Again, here's the strobe, so you can see what that looks like. And back to the highest setting of 188 lumens. Okay, I'm in my driveway now, and I'm at the side of my car. So let me just show you what it looks like to actually look into the car. Let's go at 188 lumens here. And you can see I've got actually some diapers that are being donated to our church nursery. So you can see there's looking in the back seat, looking in the front seat. So you can definitely see quite well into a vehicle down to 55 lumens. Still, again, quite impressive, even at 55 lumens. One more little test here. We're at 100 feet from across my driveway and then across the front yard and then to the edge of the woods. So let's just see how well we can see all the way over there. So a little hard to pick up on the camera here, but I mean, with the throw of this light, I can see the entire little stretch of woods there. From that kind of Y of the oak tree there, all the way over to the telephone pole over there. So when I shine it in the middle, I can see the whole area pretty well. So we're at about 100 feet from the woods here, and at 188 lumens, I'm definitely able to view the whole area. If I hold it up nice and high, really, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm quite impressed with it, what the output is, and how much I'm able to see with this tiny little light, 1 AA battery. All right, as a storm rolls in here in New Hampshire, we're going to wrap up talking about the Powertac E2. So first thing I'll tell you is that little hole right there that you can see, they're calling this a keychain flashlight. This is too big for me for a keychain flashlight. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that I would say not a keychain flashlight. And then just the diameter, I wouldn't use this on a keychain. Maybe you would. You've got like a really huge set of keys. But for me, this is a little bit too busy. I'd like something a little bit, I prefer something a little bit smaller. So that being said, EDC light, absolutely. Oh, almost 200 lumens on 1 AA battery. I think that's great. AA's versus CR123s, pluses and minuses. One of the pluses of CR123s is that they give you, I think they generally last longer in less than ideal situations. AA's can burn out more quickly if they're just like sitting around in your drawer, sitting around in your car. AA's are really easy to find though, so that's definitely a plus of this style of battery. To me, it's like 6 in one, half dozen in the other, not a huge deal. Pocket clip is good, rides nice and deep. It hasn't, come flying off by accident for me or something like that. I like the operation of it as far as that little lip. Again, I don't know what the physics of it is, but I like how it feels to actually, operate the light with that thing. I think it just gives me a clear sense of purchase, I think I said before. Kind of an odd feature, I think, so let me turn it on here. So we'll go high, low, strobe. So high, low, turn it off. And then no matter how long you wait, the next time you turn it back on, it's going to go on to strobe. So it's probably been, 5 seconds here. Let's wait another 5 seconds. I'll turn it back on and just show you again that it doesn't have a memory to stay on the same feature. So turn it on now and it goes on to strobe. I would like to see this light function in a lot of the same ways, but have a memory feature to stay on the same setting. Price point for this is around $35, and I will tell you that I'm working with Powertac to get a discount code. So if I have it, I'll roll it in here in the video. If not, check the description section because there should be a discount code so you can purchase these and save a little bit of cash in the process of doing it. And I work directly with them as a reviewer, so I can't speak to your average customer's experience when it comes to warranties, but having talked to them quite a bit at the shows that I've seen them at, it seems like they got a good warranty, and then they're going to stand behind their product. They do sell to a lot of law enforcement and other people who are using these in very intense situations, not just kind of EDC purposes. So keep that in mind. You want to think about the warranty that a company offers you when it comes to, you know, a light that you're going to be using day in and day out, because you're going to drop it, kick it, bump into things. You want to make sure that you have a good quality, you know, support from the company from whom you're buying the product. You know, when I think about this light, I think about something like the Streamlight Microstream. This is more expensive and beefier, but it's about that same size, a little bit, you know, broader or wider diameter, but it's got that compact size, really easy to have in a pocket, throw in a bag. You could throw it in a front pocket, but this thing it just feels more sturdy than the Microstream. I do like the Microstream, I think it's a good light, but it just feels like it's got more durability. A future improvement or change I think they could make would be to give us that loop back for the pocket clip, so you can put it on a hat, so that you can, you know, use it as a headlamp as well. But again, like I said at the beginning of this video, you'll see more and more videos about Powertac products because I've used them and I've liked them. There's companies that I've had hit and miss experience with, but overall Powertac has been very good to me. So I want to tell you guys about the company. I'll put links to this light, I'll put links to their website, and you can head over and check them out and tune back to the Everyday Tactical Vids channel so you can see more Powertac, because I've got a bunch of videos queued up for the future. That's it for me. Please click that red subscribe button to subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids here on YouTube if you have not done so already, and also click that little bell, and then you'll be getting updates when new videos come out. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos, and particularly Powertac videos, coming soon. Take care.